Welcome everyone to the first episode / episode 0 of the College Football 26 Dynasty Multiverse, where basically I will be taking control of one team from every single conference available on College Football 26, choosing from all these different teams, and I'm going to be doing one dynasty controlling basically 11 different programs. So I'll be playing games against myself, which I will just sim for the sake of just being fair to all the teams, but I will also be recruiting against myself. This is also kind of a plan to really expound upon this series in College Football 27. So this is just a little bit of a trial run, kind of mess around with the format, see how you guys like it. But I do definitely plan to be doing this for College Football 27. Just haven't worked out exactly how I'm going to do it, but I will be doing it this year. So first off, what teams am I going to be using? I really think I'm only going to do one season of this, so I want to use a title favorite. And what other time would an Ohio State dynasty be fun? If you're not just doing like a one-off, one-year rebuild where not even a rebuild, it's just a dynasty where you'll want to win the national championship. Because realistically, if you choose to do a dynasty with Ohio State, you are the most boring person of all time because it is too easy. I will also be using the Yukon Huskies in the Independents. I will be using Notre Dame next year since there is only two options, but I figured I'd at least try with Yukon this year. I'll also be doing the North Carolina Tar Heels with Bill Belichick coming there. They're a big team that was talked about. They didn't do all that well, so hopefully I can come in there, work my magic, and do things a little bit better. I will also be doing Vanderbilt. I mean, they were the talk of the town, essentially. Diego Pavia being a Heisman finalist when, they're Vanderbilt. With all the good teams that exist in the SEC, at least heading into the season, nobody thought Vanderbilt would do good at all. So, I'm going to see if I can replicate that magic. The UMass Minutemen, one of the most losingest programs of all time, or at least currently. I was going to do Kent State, but I did Kent State Dynasty last year in college football. That is also on my channel if you want to check that out. And for the Sun Belt, I'm going to use the Troy Trojans. I didn't really have a dog in the fight for this one. I did do a dynasty with Georgia Southern and South Alabama offline, so that I never just posted or made videos on, so I didn't want to use them. And I don't know, I just thought it'd be cool to use Troy. Pac-12, I'm going to use the Oregon State Beavers. I really didn't want to use Washington State, prefer to use Oregon State. Plus, I really cannot wait to do this series next year and have there be a true Pac-12 like it should be. For the Big 12, I chose the Baylor Bears. I think at this point I only chose them because I saw an RG3 clip on TikTok whenever the day I was making all these teams, so it was really easy for me to just choose them. I'll be using the UTSA Roadrunners in Conference America. I thought about maybe using Army, but I think I want to save one of the branches for whenever I really do a true, full-on Dynasty Multiverse next season. I also thought about using USF to use Byron Brown, but I have used him. I did do a USF offline Dynasty before that I never posted, so didn't want to double up there. Conference USA, Delaware Blue Hens, newly added team. I feel like a lot of people use them, so I figured why not just be a sheep. And for the Mountain West, I'm choosing the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. I don't think I'm really going to realistically use them much in the future because I think recruiting is kind of hard with the fact that you can't really get anybody close to home, and especially, at least on this game, when you're not good, that's kind of the only guaranteed way to get half of your recruits. But I also figured, why not just try them out? And in our first game, the only team with all these teams that I'm using for week 0, we were able to get a win. Currently, I am doing play the moments, where, I just play the moments, and whatever happens, happens. I do plan to, and I switched about halfway through the series after watching some more Bordeaux videos, I will only be playing the fourth quarter, which I actually think he thought of it, and I agree is a really good idea. But that is basically what's going to be happening. You'll probably only get like a full forms video style like this for the final episode of the first season, but I do think I will be posting shorts of just like little quick updates on how each team did each week to just kind of keep everyone updated. And make sure to subscribe so you can see clips, and Let me know if there's any specific teams you want me to use for College Football 27. I do kind of already have my teams picked out, but I'm not locked to more than maybe one or two of them. But I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you subscribe so you can see what comes from this series, and also check out some of my clips. And I'll hopefully see you all in my next video.